Most of the people, particularly the Filipinos, always begin their days with a cup of coffee. They will feel incomplete without this magical pick-me-up kind of beverage. Nevertheless, some experts have recommended that consuming coffee in the morning on an empty stomach can actually make us serious health issues. Here are some of the issues that can be made by consuming coffee on an empty stomach. Stomach acid. Your stomach comprises hydrochloric acid, which, at the right level, enhances your body in order to digest food effectively. When your stomach is empty, this acid doesn't have the ability to work properly. As a result, it can actually slosh around and lead to abdominal distress. Consuming a cup of coffee on an empty stomach in the morning increases the issue by secreting, even more, the acid in your stomach. Constantly having excessive amounts of acid in the stomach will lead to damage, as well as digestive tract that will eventually cause acid reflux, heartburn, stomach ulcers, and even irritable bowel syndrome or IBS. Anxiety. If you go through the mornings with an empty stomach, you will reduce the ability of your brain to process serotonin in a proper way. When the brain cannot process it, it will lead to both anxiety and depression. If you consume a cup of coffee on an empty stomach, it will eventually cause even more anxiety, and it will also boost your cortisol and adrenaline levels, which will leave you nervous, weak, and jittery. Dehydration. Consuming a cup of coffee on an empty stomach will actually elevate the amount of fluid in your body that passes and will result to dehydration. If you are like the numerous Filipino in the morning, then you will likely respond to that dehydration by reaching for another cup of coffee, which only makes things even worse for your health. Loss of appetite. When you used to consuming a cup of coffee first thing in the morning, then you have to put in your mind that you should consume a solid meal after your work is done. However, you will eventually feel that you are not in the mood and you will lose your appetite. Coffee contains that kind of effect in the human body. It's one of the reasons why coffee has been extremely effective in losing some weight. Researchers have identified the ideal times, and it turns out that if you consume a good and healthy breakfast, you will enjoy your coffee between 10 o'clock in the morning and noon.